If you can hear me well, please email me something in chat. Just say yes, so I would know that you can hear me. Yeah. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, nice. Just a couple more minutes and we will start. All right. Okay, so I think we can start the webinar. Start the record, please. All right. Thank you, everybody, that you have joined us today at our webinar. My name is Dmitry Leitner, and I'm a CEO at VirtoSoftware. Today, I will show you our product, Virto Kanban Board, and we'll demonstrate the most common use cases, how our client use it, and briefly show the overview of its configuration. It's really pretty simple, so I think you will enjoy it. So we have about maybe 40 minutes timeline for the whole webinar. So at the beginning of the webinar, I will demonstrate some slides about our company, about some product features, and so on. And after that, I will demonstrate some common use cases. And once you'll have any questions, you'll be able to ask me. So I think that we'll fit the timeline. All right. So how to visualize and manage your teamwork processes with Virto Kanban Board. Here's the next one slide. Shortly about VirtoSoftware. We are on the market for more than 11 years already. We have started to build products for SharePoint in 2009. We are Microsoft Gold certified partner. All of our developers are certified by Microsoft. We have more than 800 enterprise clients around the globe. 82% of our support cases resolved within 2 days. Customer satisfaction is 93%, and every employee is in support frontline. We pay extremely much attention to our support, and we are always trying to do the best to resolve any issues. We're pretty flexible, so our clients are happy. And this some of our lovely customers. We actually love all of our clients, but these are the most well known. So just for your overview. Okay, what is Virto Kanban Board? Actually, it's just a simple and convenient but very solution to display and manage your data from your SharePoint list or library in a Kanban board, in Kanban board view on SharePoint page or Microsoft Teams. What you can do with Virto Kanban Board? With Virto Kanban Board, you can manage almost anything. It's like tasks, processes, documents, leads, ideas, events, change requests, and many use cases you can apply for Kanban Board. Everything that you want to manage, you want to track, it can be fitted in Kanban board. Very simple. Some words about our security. So it's built on top of SharePoint Server and SharePoint Online. What is important, all your data is stored in your SharePoint. Our apps in Microsoft Store are published and they passed security verification. Office 365 apps use the only personal email. This is the only personal data which is used for licensing purposes. And also you can choose the location where to store this data. So it can be United States, it can be Europe, and so on. Okay, so let's go to real use cases. I'll just share my screen. Okay. Okay, share. All right. I hope you can see my screen. So I go to the list of the boards I have configured. Actually, as you can see, we use Kanban board widely across our company. And we have many boards we are using for different tasks, different purposes. It's marketing, sales, it's a development process, it's a document management, and so on. And I have created some demo boards for you to demonstrate how our clients are use it. So clients like DHL, Browser, Warner Media using our Kanban board company-wide for different cases, not only for managing tasks, but to manage different events, different ideas, documents, and so on. So one of the first use cases I want to demonstrate is, for example, marketing board, which can be used, just remove filter. Okay, so what you can see here, it's a Kanban board based on existing SharePoint list in a SharePoint Online. And we have configured to display all tasks in the SharePoint list as a Kanban board view. We have different statuses, not started, in progress, waiting on someone else, completed. And we have different swim lanes. In this case, they're divided by department. And what actually Kanban board does, so it just takes your SharePoint list and display it in a Kanban board view. And you can drag and drop tasks here. And once you do this, it's changed its status in a SharePoint list. You can edit different labels, specify what you need. You can also open some tooltip or open a form to make some changes of this board. Everything is configurable and customizable. You can customize what you can see directly on the card. You can also modify this data directly here. You can see and customize a due date to manage it. You can also assign people and create different color-coded rules, different notifications. I will show it later. We have some filters which can be used, so we can filter by person, by some view from your SharePoint list, and also you can configure and create your custom filter right here. So you can specify its name, add some conditions. You can add different complex conditions, so you can add and, or, and so on. And make this filter available by default for everyone, or just use it for your purposes. Okay. Also, we have charts which can display different data. So you can start, for example, see the chart by status. Uh, Here you can see who has which tasks. You can filter it directly here if you want to. Also, we have a burn down chart by task, so you can see how many tasks were opened in some particular day and which of them were closed. So it's very important when you have many tasks and you need to track how it's going and to make sure your stuff is not overloaded and can do everything they require. Also, we support versioning of all changes. So there is a history and a Kanban board. So you can see all changes that were made in a particular uh, time period, for example. Or if you want, you can go back to board and you would like to learn more what history of the particular task. So you just can click on it and see the history of this particular task and what has been changed when, and to make sure everything is on track. This one use case is when you track your tasks by department, for example, but in many cases you want to learn more and see how each person is going and how's it working. So now we open some different Kanban board configuration, which is based actually on the same SharePoint list and uses the same data, but it has a different view. So it's marketing activities, but tasks by people. And as you can see, we have swim lanes divided by people, and I can see what each person does and make sure that everything is okay. And for example, if I see that somebody has many tasks and I can reassign this one task to another person and it will appear directly here and this person will receive a notification. Okay. What else? Another one scenario is when you have some document library. So, for example, I have a library documents, uh, some contracts, for example. I have created some additional columns here, like status, description, owner, start date, due date, and I can create a Kanban board for uh, this library as well. And now I will show you how simple you can create a Kanban board for any purposes. In this case, it's document library. So now we click create new board, configure board for existing lists, give it some name like contracts. Uh, some description is optional, like renewal. Now we need to select a list. Okay, just type contracts. Here is our document library. Click save. Okay. Next step. On the next step, we need to configure a board and to define which fields become columns and which one become swim lanes. In this case, I will use status field for columns. I can change the order if I want to. I can delete it if I don't need it. Okay, we'll not use swim lanes here. Allow sorting tasks inside column. Which views I want to use by default for this Kanban board. Yeah. Next step. Okay. On the next step, you need to specify task title field, card title field. Since we are using document library, it's better to use name of the file for these purposes. Users field owner, visual date field. I'd like to use a due date. I can use labels also, but I don't want to. I don't need it in this case. Select a card size, small, medium, or large. I prefer medium. Here I need to define which card fields I want to display directly on the card. So I would like to add like start date, due date, and for example, created by. Okay. On the next section in the tooltip, I can specify which fields I want to see in tooltip. I like this one. Form, which fields will be available when you create a new document edit and what you can complete. Okay. Style rules. Here you can create your custom style rules depending on different conditions. I will show you how it looks like. So here you specify some name, body color, font color. And here you can specify different conditions like owner is equal to relator, for example, and so on. I will not use it here. Okay. And now we go into advanced setup. In advanced setup, you can create your own filters, notifications. By default, when you create a new task, whatever document, event, will be sent a notification to the assigned user via email with a link directly to the board and to the particular task. So he can click on the link and open this particular task directly in Kanban board. Also, you can add different notifications with using different field values here. So you can add field values, make some comments, make some formatting, add additional links to link to your task, and so on. Okay, and here you need to specify permissions. So who can edit settings? You can select everyone. Specify default user permissions on the board. Who can edit? Maybe you want to add some people who can view only your board, but who cannot change anything on it, just for view purposes. And here you have additional option to specify how you will call your add task. But in this case, it's a document, so it's not good to call it add task. We call it add contract. And option to allow directly on the card, so when you can modify field values directly on the card without opening the form, which is very convenient. Okay, now we go to board. Okay, and here is our document library displayed in a Kanban board view. Yeah, I just forgot to add important field, a file directly on the card, so we can open it directly from Kanban board. So just go to cards tab, and on the card fields, we need to add file. Yeah. Okay. Save. Yeah. Okay. And here I can see the file names, so I can manage it directly here, like this. And if I want to, I can open a document. Open, and I will see the Word document which was attached to the file. Yeah, you probably won't see it because I'm sharing just browser, but it did open. Okay. So what else is important? You can export your Kanban board and save it as PDF. And PDF file will be downloaded with your whole tasks, so you can share it with your colleagues for any meeting discussion and so on. And to have a clear picture for the purposes for persons who don't use Kanban board online, for example. What is important? Our Kanban board is also available in Microsoft Teams. So I will just stop sharing this one, and we'll share my Microsoft Teams. Just a second. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I will share my entire screen. Okay. All right. So here is our Teams Kanban board, and here are the contracts. So I can work with Kanban board in Microsoft Teams, same as I do this in SharePoint Online. I can modify fields. I can create documents, for example, like add contract. It's titled like new contract. Status like approve or review. Owner, give it some description. Start date, end date, add file. Like this one, for example, and 7 close. Okay, yeah, here it is. And now if we will go back to our document library and we'll refresh the page. So here you can see the contract I have added in Kanban board in Microsoft Teams. It's all completed fields. What is important to understand about a Kanban board, we don't store, copy, or sync any of data. We display everything in real time, and Office 365 authenticated user. So everything is on your side, and we just help you to manage your processes in a simple way with Kanban board, because as you can see, it's really simple to manage, really simple to create, and to work with it. We have tried to create a very simple wizard which can help you to do almost anything you'd like to, and we always improve our Kanban boards. This is one of the top product in our company. and we always add new features, improve usability, and we always try to hear our clients and to make everything to help them achieve their goals in their business organization and in their departments. Okay, now we'll stop sharing. Okay, and now I would like to share my presentation again. Okay. All right. Tatiana, could you please help me to share my slides on your side? Okay. All right, so I will share my screen again better. It will be easier. Yeah, my entire screen, and open a presentation. Yeah, okay. So the most common use cases I was trying to demonstrate you about the Kanban board. So you can better understand how it works and what it can do. What else do we do? We have more than 30 products for different purposes for SharePoint on-premise and Office 365, and they cover such areas like collaboration, work management, automation, administration. We have enterprise virtual license and virtual cloud packages, and we do also a custom development for different purposes. And how Kanban board is licensed. So we have a Kanban board for SharePoint on-premise and for SharePoint online. And for SharePoint on-premise, it's licensed per web front-end server. And for Virtual Cloud, it's licensed per users who can view or edit events and tasks direct on Kanban board. If it's also included in the Virto One Cloud package, which costs just from 10 cents per user per month. It depends on the size of your organization. More users, cheaper cost. And the Virtual license includes all of our products for SharePoint on-premise, and it includes everything, premium support as well, and so on. So here are our contact details. If you haven't tried our Kanban board, you can always download it on our website for SharePoint on-premise or for Office 365. You can also request a personal demo session where we can discuss your requirements and use cases, so to better understand how Kanban board can cover your needs. And our support team will always is happy to help for all clients with any issues, any questions, whenever when any technical assistance is required. So we are welcome. Just stop sharing. And I think that's all I wanted to talk today and just demonstrate about a Kanban board. If you have any questions, I think that we have some time I can answer. Just let me know. I can see the items that in the on-premise version are not implemented yet. This is possible. Also, we always try to keep on-premise version in Office 365 with the same features. Sometimes on-premise version can go faster, or Office 365 version can go faster than on-premise, depending on existing clients' customers' requests. But anyway, finally, we always do it the same. So if anything is added in on-prem version, soon it will be added in OS365. So for example, in on-prem version, we have implemented subtask features, which is really important feature, and many of our clients asked it. And since the most clients asked it fit for on-prem version, we implemented it for on-prem first, and we have in roadmap to implement the same feature in Office 365. So we always try to keep it the same in both version, on-prem and Office 365. Okay, do you have any additional questions right now? Okay, okay, it seems that everything clear. I hope so, at least. Anyway, if you will have any questions after the webinar, you are always welcome to email us at support@virtosoftware.com, and we will contact you and answer all possible questions and resolve any issues you might have, and provide the best of our service as we do as usual. Okay, I appreciate your time. I want to thank you all for your time, and hope you enjoyed this webinar. Uh, Hope you enjoy the Virto Kanban board, which we really love, and many of our clients love it. And in any case, just email us, and we'd be happy to chat with you and to cover everything. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye bye.